The license plate says it all. 2006 GTO. I've had this for maybe 4 years. Bought it with about 10,000 miles on it. It's got roughly 17 on it now. I don't drive it much, maybe every month, every 2 months. Fast. I think it's rated just over 400 horsepower. Chevy LS2. Australian made. Thing we'll get on it, no doubt about it. A couple things I like, a couple things I don't like. How about we'll start with the don't like. These rims, they look great. And it does, the car looks great. Brand new tires on it. Casey gave those to me as a gift. But you hit a pothole, you just cringe. Another thing I don't like, two owners before me, the car was originally delivered to Victoriaville, Texas. But somebody put in this big old booming stereo system. And okay, it looks okay in the trunk. Behind the battery, I've seen some of the wiring for it, and it sucks. Amateur hour. And it has a voltage drain on it. I've disconnected the amp, but it still drains the battery. Not a happy camper about that, but I don't want to tear into it and try to fix what somebody else has done. So I'm just living with it. Its seats are okay. The ride is not too bad. The noise level, interior, not good. You pick up a lot of noise from the rear end. You know, just road noise. It's not what you would expect. I would have thought a little bit better build quality. But it was built in Australia. So that's what it is. I'll show you under the hood. Come here, baby. LS2. I mean, as I've heard the story, the head of GM in Australia told the mechanics one day, go get me the Corvette engine and pop it in this car. And this isn't a Holden, I forget what model it is, but it's Australian midsize. So they crammed it in there, and the guy loved it and said, we're going to call it the GTO. And Detroit GTO headquarters weren't real happy about this, but they let it go. They made it for 3 years, something like that. And airbags were an issue for meeting U.S. requirements. And they said, and the purest GTO owners did not like it because of the, it didn't have the hood scoop and didn't look anything like the original, and they were not happy. I've had to replace the ECU right there, $1,000. Ran into a problem with the anti-theft and couldn't figure it out. Took it to one shop, a guy I know and trust, he builds quality work, and he hired a car thief and he couldn't figure it out. I finally found Krusty at an old Chevy dealership that knows something about these, and he fixed it, and it only cost me $1,000, $1,500, but boy, it runs like scalded cat. The thing is fast. A lot of fun to drive. I don't drive it that much. Mostly because, you know, the roads down here in Texas aren't that bad, but, you know, there's potholes everywhere. And 80, 90 miles an hour, and you get uneven pavement, and this thing will jolt your teeth, and you think you dented a rim. It looks good. It's just not practical. So, just wanted to introduce it to you. You've seen it in the background. I just thought I'd let you meet it in person. Thank you.